Fuego del sol, fuego del sol, let's go!
What's good, guys? It's your boy Fuego del Sol, and we're back with another video. Like I promised, maybe a few days late, but it's coming, like I said. And as you can see behind me, Black Friday was very good to me because now I'm rocking this new 55-inch TV, and I'm very happy about it, very proud of it. And right now, as you can see, it's on YouTube and on the channel that each and every one of you should already be subscribed to, Fuego del So, speaking of Black Friday, you know, we got to get in the Christmas spirit. You got to get the tree up. Me, my wife, my daughter, we got this tree up just recently, and we're very, very happy. It's great to be in that holiday spirit. So let's get into the vlog spirit, into the Fuego spirit, because you know if you're part of that hashtag Flame Squad, hashtag Fire Nation, you know you're one of those Fuego fans. You should have asked me a question, because way back in October, I promised you guys a Q&A video, and I slipped up. I didn't upload it, but now it's finally time to get to those questions, because I will not leave you hanging. You know what they say, better late than never. Without further ado, if you asked a question on my Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, which you should be following me at, by the way, hopefully you'll see your name on the screen and your question gets answered. So without further ado, let's jump into this Q&A video. Alright guys, before we get into the Q&A, something really cool happened to me. Recently, I work during the week at a different place. I don't wrestle during the week, so I make some extra money and provide for my family. And at my workplace, there's this this game machine. It's called like a Keymaster game machine, and on each level there's different types of prizes. On the third level, for about a year I've been working here during the week, and I've been trying to win this GoPro, and I've probably put about $20 in this machine trying to win this GoPro, but for over the past couple months I haven't really tried to win it. And then last night I put $2 in just because I had a couple bucks, and your boy finally did it. He finally won this GoPro Hero Plus, so pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Now I can record more time lapses, you know, get cooler footage hopefully. We'll see, we'll play with it. We'll see what we can do. And I'm just ecstatic that I won a GoPro. I am already planning for Christmas to buy a big high definition digital camera, probably some type of Canon one. I'm not sure yet, but that's the goal. And then later on, maybe February, buy myself a drone. And so I'll have a complete setup of what I want to make my vlogging experience 10 times better. But this only, you know, this is a $300 GoPro, and I won it for basically $22 if you want to add up the money over the year that I've tried to win this. So I'm just ecstatic that your boy has got a GoPro. So, to test this out, I might as well get it set up, put it on time-lapse mode, put it over to the side, and if it worked right, if I wasn't an idiot, if I figured this bad boy out, we'll put a time-lapse of me doing this Q&A at the end of this video. So, stick around for that. Okay, first up, let's break out the handy-dandy MacBook, and let's go back to way back to October 10th when I asked the question, ask me my favorite anything, and I'll answer it on the new vlog tomorrow, which did not come out tomorrow. Doesn't have to be wrestling related, because I just wanted to let you guys get to know me a little bit better by not asking me just wrestling related questions. I love wrestling so much, but I want to form a deeper connection between that Fire Nation, that Fuego fan base, that hashtag Flame Squad. So let's jump into these questions from Facebook first. Justin Rutherford asked, "What is my favorite fast food restaurant?" I don't know, man. I try to eat healthy. On the road, it's very hard to do that. So I'll go probably Taco Bell if I had to pick one. All right, next up, Walter Herwig. Hope I said that right. Don't want to be butchering these names. What do I look like? Sammy Guevara? God. Favorite TV show of all time? Good question. As I answered last week, if you didn't watch, you should go check out that video. It's probably Game of Thrones. I was very late to the Game of Thrones party. Uh, really enjoyed the show. Probably my favorite show of all time. Probably one of the best shows of all time. So if you haven't watched Game of Thrones, check it out. Because I really love that show. Boy Meets World is another one I love. Is on that list. I have a whole list that shows I really got love for. Game of Thrones being really high on that list. There's a few other ones. If you ever want me to go down the list, just ask me and I'll probably tweet it out or something like that. Top 5 matches I've been involved in. That's very hard to even put into words. I'm very proud of my most recent match, which was against Eli Everfly at Sabotage Wrestling. You can check out some highlights of that, again, on my last vlog, which you should already have watched if you're watching this one. And that question was from Casey Childs. So thank you, Casey, for your question. Kendall Payne Glover asks, what's my favorite match of all time? I'm not sure. Wrestlers get asked that question all the time, and a lot of them don't really have answers because it's weird, man. I don't really know what my favorite match of all time was. I have a bunch of them that stick out in my mind. The Brian Cage match, the Eli Everfly match. Probably right now I'm going with that because you're only as good as your last match, and my last match was freaking awesome. So I'm gonna go say Fuego versus Eli Everfly. Kendall also asked, what's my favorite place I've wrestled? I don't know, man. Philadelphia at the Chikara Wrestle Factory was great. I wrestled there earlier this year in March for the Young Lions Cup. Also put a vlog out for that. And Mexico, going down to Riot Lucha Libre in Monterrey, Mexico was amazing. I love that. I would love to go back as soon as possible. Spencer Asher asks, what's my go-to thing to do when I'm on the road? Probably YouTube and podcast. I love podcast. I love YouTube. It makes the time just go by so much faster when I'm on the road, especially because a lot of the times I travel by myself for 5, 6, 7 hours at a time, depending on where I'm going. So podcast and YouTube, I listen to some stuff, watch some stuff. Wrestling podcasts, regular podcasts, you name it. I really like podcasts. And if you have any favorite podcasts, suggest them in the comments below. Tell me yours. Sing Fett asks, what is my favorite deodorant? Right now, I'm using Degree. So, Degree for now. Stacy Keeney asks, who was your toughest opponent of all time? I don't know, man. I faced some freaking hard opponents. So, that's another one. If I say one name, everybody else is going to get mad at me. So, I'm staying away from that question. Keith asks, if a dinosaur died 1,000,000 years ago and layers of earth formed over its dead carcass, and a drilling company was drilling in a present day, when they reached the depth of the carcass, what would the pH of the soil be? Really? Really? Howard Lur asks, my favorite all-time wrestler. It's probably on everybody's answer list because everybody loves him. But Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is a great wrestler. But he's second to my favorite wrestler, who I see all the time when I look in the mirror. It's Fuego del Sol. He should be your favorite wrestler too. What are you doing watching this video if I'm not your favorite wrestler? Come on. Trevor Brooks asks, would you do wrestling reviews for WWE, Impact, and other wrestling reviews? Well, Trevor, if I was ever doing my own type of podcast, or if there was really deep interest for me to be reviewing those shows, I would. I don't think there is an interest right now, and I'm already busy with my everyday life and wrestling on the weekends, so it'd be hard for me to add that. But if people wanted it, maybe I'd do like a 1 minute, 5 minute review of what I thought about this week in wrestling. Jessica Jumper asks, how did I come up with my ring name? Well, when I was training, me and my best friend, we wanted to create a tag team. We were both young, small, high flyers, and we come up with Fire and Ice. In Spanish, that translates to Fuego y Hielo, Fire and Ice. And he didn't wrestle as much as me, but the fans seemed to love Fuego. And then I added the Del Sol about 6 months later because I wanted to separate myself from another guy in Mexico who also uses the name Fuego. So Fuego del Sol was born. Carlos Landa asks, favorite Sammy and why? I'm sure this was a setup for a a certain Sammy who he has tagged in this, but my favorite Sammy is Sammy Sosa from the Chicago Cubs. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. So take that, Carlos. Sammy Sosa is my favorite Sammy. Albert Losa, who is your favorite YouTuber? Seems like another setup, Albert. You and Carlos, did you guys work together to put these questions back to back? Huh? Is this some type of setup for me to say Sammy Guevara? He's my second favorite YouTuber, behind Fuego del Sol. He should be your favorite YouTuber too. Why are you watching this video if I'm not? Like, come on, man. Come on. Fuego del Sol. Matt Armitage asked, I gotta ask this one. Favorite Ninja Turtle? Oh man, that's a hard one. I feel like depending on what mood I am, you can really say you're any Ninja Turtle, because I get mad like Raphael. You know, I have the leadership abilities. I'm smart, but most of all, I think I'm outgoing, funny, crazy, like Michelangelo. So he's probably my favorite. I mean, how could you not love Mikey? Mike Teeters asks, Little Man asks, when are you gonna get a Funko Pop made of you, and do you collect them? I don't currently collect Funko Pops, but I would love to start. If you guys want to help me out and help me start my collection, like I said, Game of Thrones, that's my favorite TV show. Give me a Game of Thrones pop, and I'd really appreciate it. We'll start my collection, and we'll keep track of it here on the vlog. So I don't have one yet of myself. We need to get one of those made, and we also need to get my collection started. So help me out with that, guys. Ryan Stewart asks, favorite Edge match? Man, what a random question. But Edge is the man. Like, who doesn't love Edge? Any match with Cena, the TLC match with Cena sticks out in my mind. The TLC match with The Undertaker sticks out in my mind. Love both of those matches. But Edge was great. Love the WrestleMania match with Mick Foley as well, man. Talk about a show stealer. Edge is the man. George Sylvia asks, hey, Fuego, what is your favorite horror movie? Well, believe it or not, guys, I'm just not a horror movie fan. I don't like to be scared, but I also don't think they're good movies. I do enjoy thrillers, though, like something like Get Out or Don't Breathe. Those two stick out in my mind as things I like, things I watch. So Get Out or Don't Breathe, probably my favorite horror/thriller movie. Sean Monk asks, who's your favorite person to see when you come to Dallas? My fans, just any of my fans, anybody who buys my merch, which you can do at ProWrestlingTees/Fuego del Sol or FuegoDS.com. Those are my favorite people to see when I come to Dallas or any town. People who buy my merch, so go buy my merch. Chris Nichols asks, biggest promotion you've worked for outside of World Class? Thank you for saving me there, because World Class would be very mad if I didn't say World Class. They're my home promotion. I wrestle for them the most out of anybody. I have 3 shows in December for World Class. But besides them, I would have to say again, Chikara or Riot or AAW, who I just recently wrestled for down in Austin. All big companies. Sabotage Wrestling down in Austin as well. I love those guys. But as far as big companies go, also World Class partnered with Impact Wrestling. So I did wrestle on a one-night-only Impact pay-per-view. So I got to say that one too. Josh Sloan asks, what's my favorite WrestleMania moment? WrestleMania 30, when Daniel Bryan main evented. I was at that WrestleMania in New Orleans. That was just about a month after I started training to become a professional wrestler back in 2014. So just being there live, seeing a guy my size win the World Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. I mean, what a moment. Well, I loved it. All right, now let's go to Instagram, because there's a few more questions on Instagram. Wizardling Cat Lover asks, favorite color scheme for gear so far? I enjoy the new red and gold. Hold up. This color scheme, everybody loved the black and orange as well. We'll see. I'm working on some new gear in the future, so we'll see what color schemes you guys want. Comment that below. Tell me what color scheme you might like. Posh_Kelso asks, favorite wrestling move? Probably the spiral tap right now, because I can hit that. And then I just love the DDT. Also, I was known as the master of the DDT back in my backyard wrestling days, and I feel like I'm still that. I do some insane DDTs. Jace 2013 asks, favorite thing to do during your off time? And that would have to be spending time with my family, with my beautiful daughter, with my beautiful wife. Love spending time with my family at any point, and just relaxing, man. It's just, I'm so stressed out. I'm always working or wrestling. When I get some off time, I like to spend it with my family. Athena0205 asks, who's your biggest fan? And that's simple, guys. I know who my biggest fan is. It's anybody who buys my merchandise. Go to fuegods.com, Fuego Del Sol on Pro Wrestling Tees, and buy some Fuego merch. Come on, what are you doing? Like, you want to become my biggest fan? Show some support to your boy. I'm broke. I got bills. I got kids. Help a brother out. That's who my biggest fan is. Shelby K19 asks, who my favorite place in the world. So I have two favorite places in the world. Number one being home. And home meaning with my family. I just love, there's no better feeling. I could be in the worst place in the world, but as long as I have my family with me, it's a good place. And two, anywhere there's a wrestling ring, because I love this business. And so getting a chance to wrestle, train, do anything of that nature, I love it. So two places are my favorite place in this world, with the family and in a wrestling ring. Elijah King _realist asks, what's your favorite type of match? That's a good question. I really don't ever think about what my favorite type of match is. I love ladder matches. So, I mean, I've only been in a couple, so I can't really say I enjoyed eating a ladder, but I do enjoy watching ladder matches. I enjoy the creativity people come up with in ladder matches. I enjoy my own creativity, so being in a ladder match is cool. And then just any type of match. I love multi-man matches. I love one-on-one matches. Any chance I get to showcase myself, any chance I get to wrestle someone better than me to make sure I'm better than myself, that's my favorite type of match. Let's go to Twitter now and check out questions from there. Tony asks, my favorite ice cream. This is going to sound generic, but I like vanilla. Vanilla is my favorite type of ice cream. I don't know why it is. I also like cookies and cream, but vanilla is probably number one. Butter pecan, I got to put that up there as well. I hope to one day get a ice cream flavor named after Fuego. So we'll see. All right. D-Rock C asks two questions. Have you ever been up in the Northeast, like New England area, which is where he lives? It would be dope to see you wrestle here. And question two, who's my favorite non-wrestling athlete? Whew, that's a tough one. I have wrestled up in New England at Philadelphia just one time, dying to get back up there. And my favorite non-wrestling athlete right now might be Drew Brees. Back in the day, it was definitely Brett Favre. Love Dirk Nowitzki as well from the Dallas Mavericks. Alejandro asks, where are you from and how has that influenced you? Well, my heritage is crazy, but I was born in Mobile, Alabama. Being born in the South, I feel like that made the community and my family a whole lot closer. I don't know why. Maybe that's like that everywhere, but I love all types of music. I think that helped with where I'm from. Just a bunch of different things. I think it definitely helped mold me into the person I am today. Kyron Myrix asks, any plans on coming to North Carolina, and have you ever wrestled there? I did last year. I wrestled for FLJ Lucha Libre. I was supposed to go back there in November. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, but I would love to come back in the future. And then Jackson Saber asks, what is your favorite match in WWE that you can remember? Probably, it's my go-to answer. It's Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. Insane match. I remember going home from that after watching that and telling my dad I think I just watched the greatest match of my life. And then last but not least, this guy whose name I cannot pronounce asked me, when did you meet Sammy G? Back in 2016, right at the beginning of 2016, we wrestled each other in Oklahoma, and we became frenemies ever since. But he's a super great guy. I love wrestling him and all, and I love competing with him on vlogs like this, even though right now he's killing me. So I got to catch up, and I plan on doing that. So thanks, guys, for the questions, and I hope you enjoyed the Q&A part. Well, that's another one, guys. I hope you enjoyed that Q&A. I also want to say a big thank you to all of my Fuego fans for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. Man, what an accomplishment. And who knows, man, we're just going to make it keep growing, and that's just the first 1,000 of many thousands. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join that Fuego family. Join that Fire Nation. Join that Flame Squad. And cop yourself some merch at fuegods.com, Pro Wrestling Tees /Fuego del Sol, and all that good stuff. And I'll be wrestling in Dixon, Oklahoma this coming weekend for World Class Revolution. If you're in town, swing by. If not, I'll have another vlog up next Monday. So stick around for that. And until then, I'll keep chasing my dreams. Thank you for watching me chase my dreams. Now it's time for you to put this phone down and take the next step in chasing yours. And I'll see you guys next week in the life and times of Fuego del Sol.
Fuego.